We've all been there. Whether you're a startup founder cramming a team into a shared space, a remote worker trying to carve out a corner of your home, or a business owner looking at a floor plan, the question of size is a constant hum in the background. It's the silent battle between what you need, what you can afford, and what feels right. And today we're tackling one of the most debated office sizes out there, the 8x8. Now, on the surface, 8 feet by 8 feet sounds pretty small. That's 64 square feet. You can barely swing a cat in there, right? But let's not be so quick to judge. The reality of office space, especially in today's world, is far more complex than a simple number. It's not just about the length and width, it's about how you use it. It's about design, psychology, and a little bit of creative magic. The question isn't just, is it big enough? But rather, can it be? Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of floor plans and furniture, let's take a quick look at the history of the modern office. Think about the Mad Men era, with its sprawling desks and personal secretaries. Offices were a status symbol. Then came the cubicle, a response to a need for more efficient use of space. Fast forward to today, and we're seeing everything from open-concept floors to hot desking, and yes, even these compact 8x8 spaces. The trend is clear. We're moving away from grandiose, individualistic spaces and towards environments that are more collaborative, more flexible, and often much smaller. So, let's get down to business. The first thing we need to understand is who is an 8x8 office for. It's not for the CEO with a mahogany desk and a view of the city skyline. It's not for a design team that needs space to spread out blueprints. An 8x8 is the domain of the individual professional. Think of the lawyer who spends most of their day in court, the accountant who just needs a quiet place to crunch numbers, or the solo entrepreneur who needs a dedicated space away from the distractions of home. It's a space built for focus. Let's talk about the challenges. The most obvious one is a lack of space. You can't have a massive L-shaped desk. You can't have a bookshelf that spans an entire wall. You're limited. This lack of space can feel restrictive and even claustrophobic if not handled correctly. Another challenge is storage. Where do you put all your files, your printer, your personal items? Everything has to have a designated place, and there isn't much room for clutter. But where there are challenges, there are also opportunities. The biggest opportunity with an 8x8 office is the incredible efficiency it forces upon you. It makes you a master of minimalism. You're compelled to ask yourself, do I really need this? For every single item you bring in, this discipline can actually lead to a more organized and productive workspace. So, how do you make an 8x8 office not just bearable but actually great? First, let's talk about the desk. A standard desk is often too big. Instead, opt for a corner desk or a wall-mounted desk. A wall-mounted desk, in particular, is a game changer. It frees up floor space and gives the illusion of a more open area. Alternatively, a minimalist standing desk can also work wonders, encouraging movement and making the space feel less confined. Next up, the chair. Ditch the bulky executive chair. A sleek, ergonomic task chair is your best friend. Look for one with a small footprint but excellent back support. The chair is the one piece of furniture you'll be spending most of your time in, so don't skimp on quality. But do think about size. Now for storage. This is where you get to be really creative. Go vertical. Shelving units that go all the way to the ceiling are your best bet. Floating shelves are also a fantastic option as they keep the floor clear. Consider under-the-desk storage units on wheels that you can tuck away when not in use. And for the love of all that is organized, digitize everything you can. The less paper you have, the more space you have. Lighting is another crucial element. You don't want a single, harsh overhead light. Use a combination of sources. A good desk lamp is essential, but also consider a floor lamp in a corner or even a small, decorative light to create a more layered, inviting atmosphere. Bright, well-distributed light can make a small space feel much larger and more pleasant to work in. Color choice also plays a huge role. Light, neutral colors on the walls will make the space feel more open. Think whites, light grays, or soft blues. If you want to add a pop of color, do it with small accents like a piece of art or a vibrant plant, not with an entire wall. And finally, let's talk about what's probably the most important aspect of making an 8x8 work: mindset. The 8x8 office isn't a prison. It's a productivity pod. It's a space designed for deep work, for concentration, for getting things done without the distractions of a larger, more open environment. Embrace the intimacy. Make it your own little sanctuary. Decorate it with things that inspire you, but don't clutter it. A single plant, a framed picture, a favorite piece of art. These can turn a sterile box into a personal haven. So, is 8x8 big enough for an office? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. It depends. It depends on what you do, how you work, and most importantly, how you design it. With a smart approach to furniture, lighting, and storage, an 8x8 can be more than just big enough. It can be the perfect size for focus, creativity, and incredible productivity. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.